off the beach!
Come on, move your arse. Get under the key.
Wounds and weapon states.
All good, Corporal.
Shit. I lost some bolts, but I'm fine otherwise.
Stomach wound, but I'm mobile. All weapons accounted for.
Prisoners?
Tomo, confirm we got both of them.
I got the little one. I got the big one, but I think it was swept away by the current.
Nae bother. The Nix looks to hold rank. Is he breathing?
My boss, still uncooled. He may have taken a bit of a blow to the head.
Do try a little harder to keep the captives alive, will you, Tomo?
Looks like the Aventine is getting the hell pounded out of it. What's our next move?
I reckon they'll be firing at our camp. That's where they'll have seen the lanterns pop up from. I say we keep our heads down here until they finish with their little dizzy. Then we can go help with the rescue and salvage.
Sorry to rain on that idea, Sergeant Major, but look.
Gods, is that what I think it is?
Looks to be land vessels to me. I think our friends might be coming ashore.
Not sure we want to be waiting here under the quay for them to find us with one of their officers.
Did anyone see anything of God's crew?
I think I saw some bodies moving. Hard to tell, though. It's a hell of a swim. They're either dead or... maybe they've been picked up by those landing boats.
Nothing we can do for them now. Boss, we need to start moving. Do we have an emergency rendezvous location?
Aye. We can meet the Colonel at the Ivy Gate ERV. But we're going to have to go round through Newheath to avoid this lot.
That's going to be interesting.
It'll be fine. Stay low, move fast, and the skittish shouldn't see us.
But if they do...
The last thing the Colonel or the Brigadier is going to want is a big dust-up with the city guard. Especially now. If worst comes to worst. Bollocks, I don't know. We'll play it by ear.
Roger that, boss.
Hurry up, Tomo. We've got all day to wait for your ass.
Might I remind you, Gazi, that I am carrying substantially more weight than the rest of you.
You ought to spend more time at the gym.
Very funny.
Damn it, the others have moved up. Are you ready to move?
Of course, I'm just waiting for you to stop flapping your gums.
Alright, coast is clear. It's maybe 100 meters to the next alleyway. They'll be waiting for us there. You ready?
Ready when you are.
Go, go, go! God damn it, where the hell are they?
There were a few alleyways, Gaz.
Yeah, but Corporal Decky should have been waiting to wave us in.
Gaz.
How in the fuck can they move off without waiting for us? It's the goddamn basics.
Gaz.
Give me a minute. I've got to figure out where they've gone.
Behind us.
What?
They are behind us, Gaz.
How in the fuck did that happen?
I think we were supposed to stop short at the bridge. The Sergeant Major looks pretty pissed off.
Well, how the fuck was I supposed to know we had to stop short? They should have given us a signal.
I'll be honest, Gaz. I thought it was a little strange as we were crossing the new green bridge into the mile. That's the opposite way to the Ivy Gate.
Well, why the hell didn't you say something?
Really?
Fuck. Right, okay. Well, let's get back over there. Yes. Yes. We're coming. Moving now. Come on, Tomo, move.
Stop!
Come on, man, you can't be that out of breath.
They are giving the signal for halt. Listen, someone is coming.
Mother of blackbirds, what the hell are the Skinners doing?
Haven't you had your fill of bad luck? They are likely trying to set up a coordinate and coordination point to organize a response for the Aventine.
Look, they are right in our way. I can't even see the rest of the con with their fat asses blocking the bridge.
We can cut around across Rigby Square. Goes further down at Centrebridge and link up.
Wait a minute. Why the hell are we sneaking around? Let's just walk straight through. There are like 4 of them. They ain't gonna fuck with us.
So let me get this straight. You want to walk up armed and wearing no armor or insignia to cordon off city guardsmen in the middle of an emergency, with an enemy sailor captured from a dubiously illegal raid slung over my shoulder. Tip our caps to the Skinners and walk in the direction of the explosions. And you think this is a good plan?
No, dumbass. We, 2 hysterical and all-armed citizens of the city, are desperately trying to get our wounded friend home and check on our families. Seriously, we are overthinking this, Tomo. We know we've been out on a raid, but no one else knows that. Why are we acting like we've been out on a raid? That's the surest way to stand out.
That is a very good point. It all seems rather dramatic now.
All right, Tomo, follow my lead.
Tell me, Colonel, which training serial was it where you taught the actions on for getting separated by an enemy formation? I have to say...
Please, Sergeant Major. This is difficult enough as it is.
Is Tomo handing our prisoner over to the Skinners?
It certainly looks that way.
There's another crossing just across the square. I don't get it.
This is what happens when troopers start thinking for themselves. Take note, Dickie. This is what an absence of leadership looks like.
So, are we going to do anything about it?
I'm a bit of a loss here, boss. Shall we rush them? Catch them off guard?
No. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
It looks like the Skinners are letting them pass.
Well, this should be interesting.
Well, boys, thanks for joining us. Shall we all get going then? I'm sorry, chaps. Is there something I'm missing? Did we forget something?
Well, they have our prisoner.
Do they now? Now, how did I miss that? And how, pray tell, did that happen when you 2 are sneaking about the place, quiet as a mouse and black as a witch's tit?
Well, you know how the Colonel gave that lecture about hammers and nails. About how sometimes we all think a bit military and sometimes it helps to think a bit less military.
We are all sneaking around this place like assassins. That is far more suspicious than a bunch of civvies running about in the crisis. Right?
Interesting point you raised there, gents. Boss?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fair one. I got a bit caught up with the whole thing, with the explosions and the recce and all that. I can see where you're going with this. But please enlighten me as to what part of your plan involved giving those melts our prisoner. Our only prisoner.
Yes, well, of course. They offered to provide immediate medical attention, and the captain was so persuasive that it all seemed rather wrong to refuse.
Captain, Captain Ironside.
Yeah, Luobo.
Oh dear.
Well, fantastic.
What?
He knows us all.
Bullshit, I don't know that guy.
Well, he knows you. He wrote to the Colonel after the whole drama on the Green, when I got my leg stuck chasing that little shit with the Weasel.
Wait a minute, you were chasing someone with a weasel?
He had the Weasel, not me.
Bit of chunk out of his
Yes, that one.
Someone bit you.
The Weasel bit it.
Why were you waggling it in front of a weasel?
What? No. He slipped it into my full plate armour whilst I was on guard duty. Little bastard ran off with my coin, and his friends took half a dozen crossbows.
Look, there is no way a guy can remember someone he saw for 30 seconds in the middle of all that craziness. We had ballista raining down all over us. Anyway, he bought our cover. He didn't challenge us or anything.
Also, he came to my joining ceremony. He even gave a lovely speech.
Tomo, what the fuck?
He just smiled and nodded, thanked you, and took your high-value prisoner.
Listen in, boys. I have a theory.
Hey, Luobo! Sergeant Major Kova Dagrun, how are you? I just saw troopers Hupsu, Tomo, and Nuori Gazi heading that way. I think they were looking for you.
No, he's just showing off.
Seems there's some drama on the Aventine. I don't suppose you know anything about it.
Is your name really Hupsu?
Shut up, Nuori. At least I don't have a girl's name.
Still better than Hupsu. Your parents must have hated you.
In future, gentlemen, when you feel inclined to use your initiative, please don't.
Mal,
Sgt Gav. Would you mind kindly going to retrieve our prisoner, please?
Aye, boss.
Aye, boss. The streets seem very quiet, Colour. You think with all this going on, people will be running around in a panic. I don't think I've spotted anyone except the guard yet.
Well, think about what the city's been through the last couple of years. Civil unrest, raids by creepy mystical cults, marauding soldiers and partisans. People are tired and shagged out, and it's a lot of effort to make all that noise in the background. If people hear explosions now, they'd have barricaded the doors and windows and wait for the dust to settle.
Just seems lazy to me, Colour. What's the plan with the captain?
Ullust knows. I guess we just ask him nicely to hand the Nix over.
And do you think that'll work?
Maybe.
Colour Sergeant Malcom Rigby, Sgt Gav Fern. Wonderful to see you are both well. It's nice to see you out of armour for once. You all look smashing in black. Things seem to have gone a little topsy-turvy tonight, and I was rather hoping you might be able to shed some light on what is going on in the Aventine. It appears that you chaps have attracted the attention of the rather large boat that's been hanging about.
It's a ship, Captain Ironside.
Of course. How foolish of me. Because of how a bark turns. Quite.
So, we are in a bit of a rush, as you can imagine. Need to get back to our exploding camp and all that.
Oh, of course. Tomo and Gazi seem to be in quite a rush too. Even seem to forget their own names. Called themselves Bombo and Jay-Z.
Bombo. And Jazzy. Fuck my life.
Yeah, they were a little scatterbrained. As a matter of fact, they left one of our lot with you. We were hoping we could get them back.
The skinny blonde Nix fellow?
Yeah. The one lay down, wrapped up in blankets with your man on the street over yonder.
I doubt that chap's going to be much use to you. Looks to have nearly drowned, soaking wet, big bump in the old bonnet, slipping in and out of consciousness and mumbling in strange tongues. Best not to move him. He just needs warming up and bit of rest, I think. Best to have him seen by a healer here. A medic will arrive in no time.
Yeah, he was blown into the water by one of the explosions. We jumped in to save him.
All of you? Well, that explains why you're all wandering around wet in midwinter. My, that's very heroic. And Sgt Gavin, you were wounded too. Why don't you head over to Constable Debris and get yourself seen to?
Right, yeah, well, I mean, we are in a bit of a rush,
So if we could just get our comrade and go, that would be much appreciated.
So, he's in the regiment, is he? Is he new? I don't think I've met.
I don't mean to be impolite, Captain. I like you well enough for a bloody Skinner, but we really need to get out of here.
I see. Then shall we stop beating around the bush? Who is he and what is going on?
You gonna hand him over for a straight with you?
Well, that seems like a sensible trade. I think it would be a challenge to prevent you from taking him with my limited manpower, and you clearly won't be delayed until my reinforcements arrive.
He's from the ship. We lifted him just now to get a better eye on what's what. They started finding some sort of weapon, and there were landing boats headed towards the shore full of Uruks with powerful weapons.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction to one of their crew going missing, don't you think?
2, actually, though we lost
Gav,
one.
you're not helping, mate. One of them got swept away when they started shooting at us. We had to kill a couple who made us on the boat.
Ship. Colour.
That's getting pretty old now, Sant.
Quick as you can, gents. Numbers, threats, recommendations.
At least 1,000 on the ship. Light armour, ranged weapons. 3 landing craft, though likely more. Easily get a couple of squadrons on each. If it were me, I'd land on the east shore outside the city to besiege our camp and try and secure the docks to prevent a counter-attack. They won't need many to do it, if they can keep their heads down with them dragon weapons.
Go ahead and get your man. Commander Vine will want to speak to the Brigadier as soon as possible. New Heath Station is too close to the docks. I recommend we use the guard post on Riku Square as an RV point. This has all the potential to go very, very wrong. Quick as you can, man.
Wait, where's the Nix gone?
That'd be him over there, running away toward the,
Oh dear, he seems to have laid Constable Debris out. Well done, that man. And he's a fraction of Debris' size as well. Did
you have to unhood him, Ironside?
Oh, you mean the man I was led to believe was an injured comrade-in-arms of yours? Yes. Hooding is degrading. His hands are still bound and he's still gagged, I expect.
Gav, with me. Let's get after him. Luobo, can you?
Yes, I'll let the Sergeant Major know what's going on once I've checked on my constable.
Cheers!
Godsman! Where the hell's are you going? Luobo, are you doing this deliberately, man?
They're going to retrieve your prisoner.
He's not our prisoner.
Oh, come now, I think we've quite dispensed with ruse now, trooper. How's your lovely young Veer? Olga, Shushila, and Dagger, wasn't it?
They're good, yeah. Aldo says thanks for the new pots. It was, really too kind.
Oh, really, it was my pleasure. Really, we must have you all over for dinner. But perhaps a conversation for another time. Sergeant Major, here is what we're going to do. I'd like to introduce you to someone very special.
Major, get my troops out of this killing area!
You won't budge, Colonel. They're all on their belt buckles waiting for it to let up.
I take it you saw the number of weapons on that ship, Major. They are only firing a fraction of them at a time. They can keep this up for as long as they like. Right now, my entire brigade, minus a few details of foot guard, are fixed in position, whilst the enemy is waltzing towards us unopposed. Get my troops out of there, get them to the Ivy Gate, ready for a counterattack now!
They won't move, Colonel.
Night mother! Must I do everything myself? You man, get a shield, a spear, grab as many men as you can muster, and meet me at the Ivy Gate.
Sir, get out! You'll be cold!
Heavens, man! It's a little bit of heavy rain. Get yourself together.
Sir!
Shield, spear, troops, Ivy Gate, now!
Aye, Colonel.
You there! Stop your carrying and get moving. You think you've never seen fire and metal rain from the sky before? Up and about it! To the Ivy Gate, the lot of you!
Quick, before he...
Shite. He's run straight into the fucking row.
Goddamn shitting, arsing, bastarding, twatting hell! How has this gone so bloody Pete Tong?
Sure your row isn't, still going, is it?
I think it is. I'm not sure this place ever closes.
Ah, patron, are you, Colour?
Piss off, half the regiment's the regulars here.
No judgment from me, Colour. We've all got to get our rocks off. At least this place is clean.
Right, Gav. You go in the front, I'll head through the back.
I don't think I know you well enough for that now.
My patience and good humour is contingent on things going well, Sergeant. Please don't make me have a sense of humour fail.
You know I got stabbed, right?
Godsman, move before we have to spend any more time running about this bloody place.
And if I get stopped or questioned?
Don't.